Good morning to all my Form 5 students. I hope you are doing well at home. Today, I'm going to do a tutorial on directed writing. Before I continue this tutorial, I would like to remind you that PKPB bukan cuti. I know many of us are a bit intense or depressed learning at home. And some of you taking this opportunity to work. Whatever that you do, please remember that you still need to sit for your SPM examination. To score at least a credit in English is essential for you to further your studies and for the job hunting purpose. Now, let's continue with our tutorial. Okay, now let's start our directed writing tutorial. I have sent this set of question paper in your WhatsApp group. Let's look at the question together. Section A, directed writing, meaning that this is your paper 1. Okay, you need to spend about 45 minutes to answer this question. If possible, you just spend about 30 minutes. Let's read the question together. Before that, please get ready with your pen, pencil, and also your composition exercise book. Let's look at the question again. In an effort to prevent the spread of COVID-19, schools have been asked to observe the standards of procedure SOP set by Ministry of Health of Malaysia. However, you notice that there are some areas that can be improved at school. Write a letter to the principal of your school, stating the problems you notice and the solution. Okay, when we talk about directed writing, you know that you will earn some marks, that is 3 marks for your format. So this is when you decide, okay, which format that you want to use. Write a letter to the principal. Letter. Which kind of letter? Which type of letter? So letter to the principal of your school, meaning that you must use the formal letter format. Okay, now let's look at the content. There should be 12 contents here. Okay, face mask, hand sanitizer, no physical distancing, sharing food, symptomatic students show up to school, and the problem is give one more problem. I know many of you really hate this part, but you need to come out, okay, with the problem. What is the point? What is the point for this? If not, you cannot get your 12 marks for your content points. Solutions. Fine. Demonstration of hand sanitizing. Supervision by teachers. Daily reminder about the danger of food sharing. Isolate symptomatic students. Give one solution. Yes, I know you hate this part. Okay, give one solution. Give one more problem. So you have to think. When writing the letter, you should remember to lay out the letter correctly. So this is where you get your 3 marks. Okay, so you must have the addresses, not only one address, but 2 addresses. Date, salutation, title, and closing. Use all the notes given. Okay, all the notes given. There are 8 notes given. Give your own ideas. So you have to give 2 of your own ideas. Then only you will get your 12 marks. Okay, so 12 plus 3 is 15. And then your writing, the quality of your writing, meaning that your spelling, your grammar, your paragraph. Okay, so you will get 20 marks for that. Okay, now, how to begin the letter? How to begin the letter? So, to begin the letter, you must start with the addresses. The first address will be your house address, your address. So, you must write your address. Since you are writing on behalf of your school, of your friends, you cannot write like this. You are not allowed to write your house address because you are writing on behalf of your friends, on behalf of the school, not on behalf of your family. Okay, so that's why you cannot write your house address. So write your school address. That's it. Very easy. Okay, and don't forget to draw a straight line. And after the line, you need to write another address. You still remember the question? The question said you must write to your principal. Okay, so your principal is Puan Rosita Binti Putih. So you write her position here. Principal, SMK Seri Permaisuri, Bandar Seri Permaisuri, Kuala Lumpur. Okay, there's no harm to write the name of your pengetua or your principal. Why you want to write some other names? Okay, just use the name that you know. You know that your principal is Puan Rosita because I saw that some of you have written strange names to write the name of the principal during the trial during the trial exam. Okay, so at this part, what do you write? You need to write the date. So write today's date. Today is 10 November. Oh, sorry, November 2020. Okay. After that, just now the question tell you what to write at this part. The instruction. So you must follow the instruction. It says lay out the letter correctly. So you have done the addresses, the date, and the salutation. Okay, salutation means you need to write dear. Dear siapa? Dear who? Okay, so now you know that your principal is a lady, Puan Rosita. No doubt that she is a lady. So you write, immediately you write, dear madam. If you are not sure, of course you are sure she is a lady. So you must write, dear madam. Okay. In our trial paper, I told you to write to the manager of a company, isn't it? So then you are not sure what is the gender of the manager. Then you can write dear sir. But now you know that Puan Rosita is a lady. So it's surely you must write dear madam. Okay. So the next one will be the title. The title of this letter. Okay, so what is the title of the letter? If you have no idea, what you need to do is to write, is to use the sentence in the question itself. The sentences in the question. Okay, but you need to change something. Let's say, okay, in an effort to prevent the spread of COVID-19, schools have been asked to observe the Standards of Procedures (SOP) set by Ministry of Health Malaysia. Okay, so your title can be taken from here, but which one? Okay, only a part of it. I want to take this as my title. I'm so lazy to write, so I don't want to write. But you need to write. Are you ready to write? Okay, so how to write a title? S capital, standard of P capital, procedure, set, S capital, by is okay, by is the preposition, D is the article, so this is, now you are done. You are done with the title. Okay, now you need to write your first paragraph, your introduction. Now you don't have the idea how to write the introduction, doesn't matter. Okay, again, we'll go back to the question. In an effort, take everything. Okay, now let's use everything that is given in the question. So this is your first paragraph. Don't write any numbers. In an effort to prevent the spread of COVID-19, schools have been asked to observe the standards of procedure SOP set by the Ministry of Health Malaysia. However, now you are writing the letter. Okay, so change you into I. I noticed that there are some areas that can be improved at school. So whose school? At our school. Okay, write a letter to the principal. So, who's writing the letter? You are writing the letter. So you say, I am writing this letter to change the word stating into highlight. To highlight the problems that I noticed and the solution. Done. Now you are done with the first paragraph. With the introduction, you don't have to think of the sentence. You just change something like you become I, and then the word stating, you still can use the word stating actually, okay, to state the problems, okay, but I like to use the word highlight. Okay, so that is how you write your first paragraph if you don't have the idea. I know when you are in the exam hall, you are stressed. So don't worry about it. You can use whatever things given in the question to help you with the sentences. Okay, the second paragraph must be written, okay, using numbers. You must start with numbers. Okay, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Okay, for the next paragraphs. Only the first paragraph without the number. Okay, so the first point is what? Go back to the question. Face mask. Okay, now we are going to use the phrase face mask, okay, in our sentence. Okay, let's look. There are some problems that I want to highlight. Put it here. There are some problems. Okay, why do I start with the word problems? See, in the question, it start with problems. Okay, you cannot ignore it. Okay, you can use the word problems in your sentence. Okay, then you come out with the other one. The word face mask. Okay, the sentence using the word face mask. Okay, so that is the first point. So you write, first of all, many students refuse to wear face masks, right? You also refuse to wear the face mask before the PKPB, isn't it? Okay, this is your expand. You remember my 3E formula? Expand. So you expand the word face mask. So first of all, so the sequence connector, kena ada penanda wacana dia lah. Okay, first of all, many students refuse to wear face mask. Then you elaborate or give example. Why do the students refuse to wear the face mask? Okay, so this is the sentence. They are not comfortable wearing the face mask. Another one. Okay, while I'm talking, you can copy down these sentences in your book. Okay, next. Some of them have difficulties to breathe, okay, when they wear face mask. So you don't have to repeat everything. Okay, it's understood. Okay, when do they have difficulties to breathe? When they are wearing the face mask. Okay, next sentence. Okay, next sentence, you are going to write sentences using the phrase hand sanitizer. Okay, we are done with the first point. Now the second point, hand sanitizer. So how to write the sentence using the word hand sanitizer. Okay, so again, use the sequence connector. Other than that, many students do not use hand sanitizer. And you must explain why. One of the causes is out of stock. Yes, because it's very difficult to find one, isn't it? It is always out of stock. Okay, so you give the example or you give more further elaboration. It is quite difficult to get hand sanitizer in the market because of the high demand. Okay, so how many sentences already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so you can go to the next paragraph. So you put there as number 3. Okay, so number 3. Next point. You are going to write sentences using the phrase no physical distancing. Tak jaga jarak. No physical distancing. Tak jaga jarak. Oops. Besides that, the students do not keep the physical distancing. Okay, give elaboration. So this is your span, your first E, your second E. They like to get near their friends, especially if they want to talk or play. It's true, isn't it? Okay, give one more sentence. Okay, so you don't have ideas. So I don't have ideas. So that's why I put another point. So I expand another point. Sharing food. So you always do this in your class during recess, isn't it? You share your food with your friend. Another problem is sharing food. Okay. It is normal for kids and teenagers to share their food. Yeah, because you always do this in the class. But what happens if you share your food with your friend? Okay, they have forgotten that COVID-19 is spreading easily through body liquids such as saliva. Saliva tu maksudnya ialah apa tu? Air liur. Okay, so how many sentences already? 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one sentence or another 2 sentences. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, symptomatic students. Another point. Symptomatic students. Meaning that the students have high fever, cough, cold. Okay, so the sentence, we expand the word symptomatic students. Symptomatic students also come to school. Okay, give the example of symptomatic students. Okay, maksudnya pelajar yang ada menunjukkan gejala. Symptomatic maksudnya bergejala. Okay, for instance, I don't use the word for example because I'm explaining a scenario. For instance, students who have fever, cold, and cough still come to school because there is no one to take care of them at home. So no one is going to babysit them. No one is going to babysit you. So although you have the symptom, but you still come to school. Okay. Fever, cold, and cough. Fever, demam, cold, selsema, cough maksudnya ialah batuk. Okay, now we have more than 5 sentences already, so you can go to the next. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, one last problem I want to highlight is washing hands. Okay, washing hands is the problem that you have to give. Okay, give one more problem. So I come up with the point on one last problem that I want to highlight is washing hands. Okay, so I'm giving the point on washing hands. Some of you refuse to wash your hands, isn't it? Okay, now this is the expand. Then you elaborate. Elaborate further about washing hands. Why is this a problem? Okay, some students are reluctant to wash their hands thoroughly using soap. Thoroughly, secara menyeluruh. Okay, so that's the meaning of thoroughly. Okay, what else? Okay, so this can, oh, I'm sorry. Uh, the solution is another point actually. Okay, so I can put it there. One last problem that I want to highlight is washing hands. Some students are reluctant to wash their hands thoroughly using soap. Alright, now this can be your number 4, the next paragraph. To overcome the problems, I have come up with a few solutions. So what are the solutions to overcome all these problems? Okay, what do we have here? Oops. Firstly, the school should impose fine. Fine. Okay, see? The word fine. It is stated here. Solution. Jalan penyelesaian. Fine. Fine. What does it mean by fine? Baik? No. Fine here means denda. Okay, denda. There are two meaning of fine. Satu baik, satu lagi ialah denda. To overcome the problems, I have come out with a few solutions. Firstly, the school should impose fine on the students who refuse to follow the SOP. Okay, so what else do I have? Okay, uh, uh, give a suggestion. Let's say 10 ringgit for the first offense and 20 ringgit for the next time if they still disobey the SOP. Okay, offense. Offense maksudnya ialah kesalahan. First offense ialah kesalahan pertama. Okay, what else do you have? Teachers. What do the teachers do? Especially physical education teachers can demonstrate the proper way of hand sanitizing and how to wash hands using soap. It is this point. Okay, demonstration of hand sanitizing. Okay. Next is supervision by teachers. Okay, how do we write the sentence for that? Okay. Students. Physical education teachers, Cikgu PJK, can demonstrate the proper way of hand sanitizing and how to wash hands using soap. Another point is on supervision by teachers. So who need to be supervised? Of course, the students. The students. The students need to be supervised, especially during recess. This is because they always forget to do what? Why the teacher need to supervise you? Okay, need to be supervised by teachers, especially during recess. This is because they always forget to uh, maintain the SOP. Okay, so we're done. Next, the next point is daily reminder about the danger of food sharing. Okay, reminded. So who need to be reminded? Of course, the students. Okay, you need to be reminded daily. Students need to be reminded every day. So this can be your number 5 actually. Okay, the next paragraph. Because we have many sentences already. Okay, so you can go to the next paragraph. Number 5, students need to be reminded every day. Every day means daily, setiap hari. Daily pun setiap hari, every day pun setiap hari. Okay, then you need to elaborate. Okay, teachers must supervise the students, especially during recess. Oh, okay, I have it here. Okay, so no need to write here. Students need to be reminded every day, and then the next sentence is teachers must supervise the students, especially during recess. Okay, what else to have? Okay, the students need to be reminded about the danger of food sharing as the virus is easily spread through that way. Next sentence will be, okay, next, symptomatic students must be isolated. Okay, the students who have high fever, cold and cough, so they must be isolated, diasingkan. So that's the meaning of isolated. Okay, so what else? So you need to explain further about symptomatic students. Okay, so what must the teacher do? Teacher must take their body temperature. Okay, so what if after taking the body temperature, then we know that you have high fever? So what is the sentence? Okay, if they have high fever, parents must take them home. What else do we have? Okay, isolate symptomatic students. Okay, the next one is to give another one solution. So what is the solution that you can think of? Let's think. Okay, so this is another solution. Finally, the school should provide each student with a face mask and pocket-sized hand sanitizer. Okay, then you write your conclusion. If you can think of another sentence, it's okay. Just stop it there. Okay, then you write your conclusion. For conclusion, it is the same with your introduction. You don't write any numbers. Okay, so that is how you write. As a conclusion, I hope the students of SMK Seri Permaisuri will follow standards of procedure SOP set by Ministry of Health. What else that you need to write after you are done? Oh, before you are done, you write, therefore, all of us uh, will be protected from this dangerous virus. And the last one, you must write the word thank you. Okay, after the word thank you, you write yours faithfully or yours sincerely. This time you write yours sincerely. Why do we write yours sincerely this time? Not yours faithfully. Okay, because in this letter, you are writing to your own school principal. So you know your school principal, right? Okay, so that's why you write yours sincerely. If you do not know who is the principal or the manager of a company, then you write yours faithfully because you do not know the person. But now you know her personally. So that's why you write yours sincerely. Okay, after yours sincerely, you must write you must sign. You sign your signature. So whatever is your name. Okay. And after the signature, you must write your name in capital letters and put a bracket. Another option is to write the position. You just create whatever is your position in school. Let's say you are the head prefect of the school. Okay, so you just write you are the head prefect of the school. Or maybe you want to say that you are the president of um, whatever clubs, whatever society in your school. It also can. Okay, no problem. Okay, so that is how you write your directed writing a letter for your principal. So the format is formal letter format. Okay, so we are done with the sentences. So I would like to remind you again that when you expand all these points, you must remember my 3E formula. Expand, elaborate, and give example where necessary. Okay, and don't forget the format. So you need to read the question carefully before you decide on which format that you want to use. Okay, so now you need to copy down all this in your composition exercise book. You know how to use the pause button, right? So I just show you again. The sentences, the paragraph, and how you end the letter. I hope you can write your own letter. I will give you another question quite similar to this topic. Okay, and you are going to write the answers, and you please email the answer to me at this address. Okay, I'll be waiting for your another letter. Thank you so much. Bye for now.